Good evening, Hope from Hopey Dopey's Bonies. Behind me you will see my fire pit. Inside this fire pit is a pot with bones. I got a few bones today, quite a few bones, so I'm boiling them. I'm doing it outside. It's not that pleasant. I mean, it's fine. They're all very fresh. They're actually like only the last day or so, so they're all very, very fresh. So it actually smells amazing over here. But usually, if you have roadkill or something like that and you want to boil the bones off, I would probably do it outside. It does get a bit stinky. The maceration process can get a little tricky sometimes. But usually we'd start here, something like this. Maybe not on a fire, but it's what I've got and why not use it? So, just to show you, like, kind of how much flesh is on here and stuff. Whoa! That was a little bit scary. Anyway, yeah, just to show you very quickly. Some of these bones I got from a sheep that I helped really cool. I got to learn how to do that today. The other bones I acquired, they were given to me by someone I had asked for from them. Anyway, I'm tired and I'm making stock. It's going to be stock. So that's why they're all boiling in a good pot. That's my good pot. My pop gave me that. That's why they're boiling there. I'm going to make that into stock and oh, it's going to be so good. Anyway, that is just one way you can dual purpose. You know, if you get bones that are fresh, and I literally mean these animals were put down this week. So these are fresh bones and they've been kept freezed, you name it, they're fresh. I wouldn't recommend eating roadkill. But yeah, so that's just one way that you could do it, fire and stock. If not fire, that's another way you could deflesh your bones and such. Anyway, I hope this has been a fun fact. Thank you. Good night. Hiya, Hope from Hopey Dopey's Bonies. I've had a couple of requests to check out the broth that I made from the bones last night. So the pot is rather dirty, but that's okay. Basically, so the bones. So the meat should be cooked. If this has sat in the fridge overnight and stuff, what I'm gonna do is gonna go and just peel off whatever pieces I can, put them back in there, because this is going to boil. I'm cooking some onions and I'm going to make some stock. So we're going to put some herbs and flavorings and all sorts of stuff. This is the point where it just gets to, you can just make it whatever you want, whatever flavors you want, rosemary, thyme, mint, carrot, celery, you know, all those sort of flavors. I'm going to be putting things like that in, things like paprika, turmeric, you name it. We love our herbs and spices over here, so anything that has some flavour is going to go in here. The onions cooking, I will be making it onion and garlic, so they'll be getting cooked together, then that will go in here. We prefer the flavour of caramelised onions over here, so they're getting caramelised. So that's it for now, and I will go and deflesh as much of this as I can, and I'll be back. Hey, so any bits that are cartilage and stuff like that, that will go to the dogs. Because that's just not something that I'm going to use. So just keep that in mind, because this is a thigh bone. Yes, there you go, so down. So this is a femur. So there will be some cartilage and stuff, particularly when you get down to here, because that will be, you know, the cartilage between the knee joints and stuff like that. So yeah, let's keep going and you'll figure it out as you go. It feels different. It's not hard like bone, but it's not soft like flesh and fat. Also, I'm keeping as much fat as possible. I have in the slow cooker over there a bunch of the suet and the fat from yesterday, so that's going to be melted down and turned into tallow. That is something else we love to do around here. Tallow. We love tallow. Lamb and beef fat produces tallow, so just keep that in mind. Pigs make lard, and other animals, I'm not sure. Duck fat is so good though, and we're looking at getting meat rabbits. So we're looking at getting meat rabbits. They don't have much fat, but it's a source of protein that I shouldn't have to spend too much money on once we get them established. So that's something else we're going to be looking forward to, because we will be processing them, and Jazz may make a YouTube channel for the meat rabbits specifically, and I will get their bones and she will do their pelts. So we'll see how it goes. Everybody's kind of getting on board with all of this now. See right here, that's another piece of cartilage. Oh, it's really stuck. Okay, hold on. Okay, there it is. Another piece of cartilage. It would be very chewy, very hard to chew on. But I'll put all those little bits aside, and they will go to the dogs. And I will get the fat and the meat and the bones. Sorry, dogs. Alright. I know, like health professionals and stuff, they tell you, stay away from meat fat. It's so bad for you. But my body has not felt stronger and has not felt lighter and happier since I have gone into the high meat diet. And the fat is essential to help cut through the protein and help your body digest the protein efficiently. So I eat as much fat as I physically can. Now bear with me because I don't like butter, but cheese, cream, literal fat, you know, bacon rind. I actually cut off the bacon off my grandma's one because she's one of those, the fat will make you fat believers. And I eat that. I eat her fat. I cut it off her steak. I cut it off everything because she just won't eat it. She feeds it to the dogs. I'm like, but that's really good food for you. So, you know, having a fat cap like that is great because it's actually good for you. And on top of that, anything, any chunks or anything, they will end up going to the dogs. So this will get cooked, and whatever chunks and bits are left, they will get taken out and put into the dog bowls. Because then there will be the pieces that I don't want anymore. But I want as much fat, and I want as much protein, and I want as much, you know, goodness in my stock as I can get. And if that includes getting the fat and getting all the insides from inside the bone, that's what I'm going to do. I'm preparing. Long story short, all of this is me learning how to prepare so I can survive in the wild if that day ever comes, which, who knows, at this point in my life, I might just disappear out into the wild anyway. But, for real life, I'm not a professional, so if anybody tries to take this information and run with it, don't come for me, please, because I do not need any backlash right now. I'm living my life. You eat the diet you choose. I'm choosing this diet. This is for me. This is for me and my family. And, you know, obviously, as I said, not everybody eats the exact same as me, and we live in the same house anyway. And I'm usually the one that prepares the food. So, you do what works for you. Figure it out. Take the time, you know, change your diet. Change one thing for 1 week. See how it goes. You know, processed foods. And I mean, this is a process, but I am at the point where I'm about to say I'm not eating anything that's been processed in a warehouse anymore. Like, you know, they're not bulk processing things. I want to learn how to do it all myself. I just wish I had more land to be able to do it. So that's the only drawback I have at the moment. I just don't have enough area for all the animals I want. I'm just going to cut up 2 carrots. I've peeled them already. So I'm going to cut them up, and I'm going to cut them small enough that by the time they finish boiling, that they should just literally just smush if you just pinch them between your fingers. And the point of that is I'm going to blend all the stock together after the big chunks have been taken out. So I'll blend it all together because what's the point in cooking this up to put it in there, to put some flavor in there, to take it back out and put it in, in the compost? No, I want to eat it. If I want more carrot in it, I'll put more carrot in it later as well. So, I do also have my little tub of garlic here. Jazz bought me this, oh, it's here. Jasmine bought me this really cute little, garlic cutter. So you can do different size garlic. You can see I've just used it. Different size garlic. You can pull this out. This grates, and this also grates. Yeah, it's really nifty. To clean it, you can just pop out this bit here. So that comes out, but these bits also come out. It's really, really cool. It's been super convenient. It's really cool to use. And I'm not sponsored, but if you can find something like this, it makes cutting garlic so much faster. This is an entire clove that I've popped in here. And it took me literally, all you have to do is cut it up, skin it, and put it in this thing, and you're done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So I'm going to go cut these, put them in there, and give you an update how it's looking. It's also turned on. It's coming up to the boil. I'll boil it, and then I'll turn it all the way down and simmer it for, what's the time? 2 hours till I got to go out. Alrighty, we've made it to my herb garden. We've got some lemon balm, some basil, some mint, and you know, chives and a few other things. I'm just going to pick what I want to put in this stock and I'll take that inside. So this is the mint and you literally just take it off. It's so easy. I got lemon balm because lemon balm is good for you. Usually you make tea out of it, but I just figured it would just be a nice little flavour to have in the background of some lamb stock. The mint obviously will go really well with lamb if nobody knew that already. Yeah, lamb and mint really love each other. So, but yeah, just organising fresh herbs. I will obviously use powdered herbs as well. It's good to use both. It's good to use everything you've got if you've got it. Wow, lemon balm smells so nice. And so does mint. Mint smells wonderful too. Now these leaves do often look very similar. Not that I'm here to teach you about leaves, but here we are. So this one is lemon balm and this one is mint. Now apart from the size, from a distance, well, no, don't worry about that because it's skylight. But from a distance they look pretty similar. So I did accidentally pick lemon balm and that's how we ended up with it. I accidentally picked lemon balm from my parents' house. That's how we ended up with it. And then Dad gave me some mint. So I'm not even going to cut them. I'm just going to put them in like this. I only want the flavour in. So give them a little scrunchy scrunch. A little scrunchy scrunch. If you want to, you can just leave them on the thing, or you can get those little baggies, or you can tie them up. But it really doesn't bother me because I'm going to be scooping off big chunks at the end anyways. So it doesn't bother me. I'll scoop them off. Just to show you, like, it looks quite gross right now, but this is just water and just the meat bits and pieces from the lamb and the cow. This is the fat that I have in my slow cooker, so that kind of, it looks a little chickeny, but don't worry, that's just the fat. It's gonna melt. I've got my onion, so I'll put my onion in here, slices, and I'll cut them up and put them in here too. You'll see that as the fat starts to melt down, it will clear up in here, like the liquid will start becoming a bit clearer. That's because the fat, obviously when it's wet, when it's cold, is, you know, kind of this opaque white color, creamy color, and as it melts down it will turn into a nice clear liquid. If you've ever used even just butter, even butter does it because it's mostly fat, you know, it's a nice opaque color when you start, and then as you melt it, it starts to down into a nice clear liquid. Yeah, golden liquid, but it's clear. I'll show you in here if I can. Oh, this is maybe I should turn this on high instead. There's not very much liquid rendered down in here yet, so I'll put it up a little bit and see how we're going. Alright, we're back. It's just before the 2-hour mark. I'm just going to show you because I know I said I was going to take all the chunks out and blend it, but I'm actually quite happy just to separate this into separate containers, use it as a soup base because it will likely just be beef or lamb. So you can see like the liquid on the top is, you know, nice and clear and stuff like that, and when I get some carrot and smush it, it just smushes. It just smushes so nicely. That's exactly what I wanted. Whoop, that big chunk's probably a bit... Yep, there you go. So it just smushes. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm happy with it. Everybody's cup of tea. You just add whatever you want, take out whatever you want. It's stock. It's up to you. Everybody's flavour is different. So whatever's happy for you is what is going to work for you and your family. So whatever is good. And I'll show you also, whoopsie. Okay, hold on. I'm going back down to low. Because, yeah, see? You'll be able to see here, that nice clear liquid, that's exactly what we're after. That will turn into tallow. Tallow into all sorts of things. Moisturizer, soap, you know, it's good to just put on your skin, really. It's very good for you. It's very natural, very healthy, and there's nothing else in here except for fat. And as weird as it sounds, fat's good for you. It's good for your skin. I watched this guy do a tallow experiment where he used nothing but water and tallow on his skin, and you should have seen the difference. Even if you don't want to go carnivore, even if you don't want to, you know, eat the fat, it's good to put on you. Very nourishing, very good indeed. But anyway, so that's been how I make stock, and I will use it as is. I will put that into containers and eat that later. So thank you very much for coming to watch me make some stock.